Let me ask you something. Have you ever experienced a time when things that made you feel happy once suddenly felt empty? Your favorite music doesn't hit the same. Food tastes normal but not exciting. You meet friends, but the joy just isn't there. Nothing feels terrible, but nothing feels good either. It's like the color has slowly drained out of life. Psychologists have a word for this experience. It's called anhedonia. And if you have ever felt this way, you're not alone. Today we are going to talk about what anhedonia actually is, why it happens, and how people slowly find way back from it. Let's imagine someone named Arjun. Arjun used to love playing guitar. After work, he would sit for hours learning new songs, experimenting with melodies, getting lost in the music. It was his favorite part of the day, but slowly something changed. He sometimes still picked up the guitar, but the feeling was gone. The music still sounded the same, but the joy was gone. So he started playing less, and eventually the guitar stayed in the corner of the room. And what confused him the most was this thought: why can't I enjoy things anymore? Anhedonia simply means reduced ability to experience pleasure. It's not always sadness. Many people describe it as emotional numbness. You're not necessarily crying or overwhelmed. Instead, things that felt rewarding or meaningful feel flat. Activities that you once looked forward to suddenly feels like an effort, and this can happen in different areas of life. Psychologists often talk about two main types of anhedonia. The first is social anhedonia. This is when social interactions stop feeling enjoyable. You might spend time with friends or family, but you feel disconnected or emotionally distant. You might even start avoiding social interactions because they don't bring the same warmth they once did. The second type is physical anhedonia. This type affects physical pleasure. Things like food, music, exercise, or hobbies don't feel rewarding anymore. You still experience them, but the emotional response feels muted. It's like the brain's reward system has been turned down. To understand anhedonia, we need to talk about something happening inside the brain. Your brain has a system designed to reward behaviors that support survival and well being. This system involves chemicals like dopamine. Dopamine creates motivation, anticipation, and pleasure. But during certain mental health conditions like depression, burnout, or chronic stress, this reward system becomes dysregulated. The brain no longer responds to the rewards the same way. Things that once triggered joy or excitement no longer activates the same system strongly. This creates the experience of anhedonia. One of the hardest things about anhedonia is that it's invisible to others. From outside, one might look fine. They still go to work, they still talk to people. But internally, they feel disconnected from the things that used to give life meaning. And that can lead to guilt. People often tell themselves, why can't I just enjoy things again? What's wrong with me? But anhedonia isn't laziness, it's not a personality flaw, it's a neuropsychological state. Another difficult part is the cycle that can form. When things stop feeling rewarding, people naturally stop doing them. You stop exercising, you stop socializing, you stop pursuing hobbies. But those same activities are the ones that stimulate your brain's reward system. So, the less you do them, the more disconnected you may feel. That's why anhedonia feels like being stuck. One important concept psychologists talk about is behavioral activation. It means doing small activities even when the motivation or pleasure isn't there yet. Think of it like restarting a quiet engine. At first, nothing happens, but with gentle repetition, the system slowly begins to wake up. Recovery from anhedonia usually happens gradually. Some small steps that can help include reintroducing some activities you enjoyed once, even briefly, spending time outdoors or getting sunlight, engaging in light physical movements, staying connected with at least one trusted person, and perhaps most importantly, being patient with yourself. If anhedonia lasts for weeks or months, it can be a sign of depression or another mental health condition. Talking with a therapist or mental health professional can help identify what's happening and provide support. Many people who experienced anhedonia regain their sense of enjoyment and meaning, but they often do it with the help, understanding, and time. Anhedonia can make the world feel quieter, color feel dimmer, experiences feel distant, but it doesn't mean that the ability to experience joy is gone forever. Sometimes the brain simply needs time, care, and right support in order to feel connected with the things that once mattered. Once that connection slowly returns, people often rediscover something important. The capacity for joy was there all along. It was just waiting to be awakened again. I'm curious about something. Have you experienced a period where things you once loved stop feeling enjoyable? Because sometimes realizing that you are not alone in these experiences can be incredibly powerful. Let me know in the comments. If this video was helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button in order to never miss future updates from us.